on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Breaks into the open. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Trying to run, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Now the toss. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Great job by the back on the option.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? On the move. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And right down the middle. he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. With the catch, it's Staley. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the red zone, it's Lacey. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And this is the beauty of getting in these 3rd down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice 3rd down execution.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Matthews. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The run inside. It's Bishop. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Rebels. Took it all the way back to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield and down that ball?
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Running inside, it's Lacey. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking for room, it's Lacey. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down when they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 45. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. Maybe a crease. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Number 5.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has, obviously.
Snags it, and there's running room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
The short hands. It's Cook. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 5 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hoosiers who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Here's a little room there. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
On those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Vols will punt this one away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by him.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the ground, it's Lacey. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it at the 30. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here is the Tennessee offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
From the 20, it's second and short. They just need a couple. Here's the pressure. What a grab with one hand. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Two hands is coached. You know, one hand optional. What a great one-handed snap.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gill. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now on the option. Quick toss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Complete downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. The toss to the outside. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. It'll be 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.